almost 12 years of experience. I gotta let that out somewhere, man. You know what I mean? And
Right.
like I always tell you, it is not an easy task to do, being married, period. So at the end of the day, that's why I say, as Americans and as men, we have to start, making sure that we leave that legacy. You know what I mean? Leaving that legacy and moving on into the afterlife or whatever you think is after this life. If it's nothingness or whatever. I said a long time ago, the meaning of life is two things. The meaning of life is experience and leaving a legacy. And I think both of them are synonymous with each other. All right. Now, moving on to this case. Since this accusation had surfaced on Saturday night, going into Sunday morning, a lot of speculation has been made over the internet, and a lot of people tend to, choose sides when it comes to things like this. And I tend to be an agnostic. I like to see evidence. I like to see things for what it is. But at the end of the day, I still got to look at these things through a logical atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? In my head. Because I just can't be like, oh, she said this happened. It must have happened. Like Charlemagne the God said a couple of years ago, which was the most stupidest thing ever to say. And that's what the question I have at the bottom of that screen is: should all women be believed, even without evidence? I remember Charlemagne saying all women should be believed. So I'm going to ask my man Joe here: should all women be believed, even without evidence, my brother?
Man, honestly though, I would say it's funny. Like you said, I need all the evidence, I need all the proof before we make any type of accusations or any type of ruling, whatever. It's like I need to know for sure, like, are you telling the truth? Just because you're a woman, it's like it gives not them, I'm gonna say like some of them, some people, like it gives them, they take advantage of them, some of the women being women saying like, oh, I could accuse you of something and no one's gonna believe you. Like I could take advantage of me by being a woman because everybody's gonna take my side. So it's like it depends on, you got to like make sure you're getting all the evidence straight before you move forward with anything, like straight up.
Why do
So
you
I say
think
no.
why do you think evidence is important when it comes to? And what's up, my man, Red Pill Revelator? I'm sorry, I'm about to call you Revolver again. My man is in the building, and his answer is no. He
Hey,
said,
straight up no.
for real, no, bruh. At the end of the day, but I want to ask you, why do you think evidence is important, bruh?
Because I need the truth.
Mm,
I need to make sure you're not lying. And some people's motives are evil to where it's like, you got, just say one case where you got a woman, they'll be like, oh, if you talk to me wrong, I'm gonna tell them you hurt me, you raped me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you got
mm-hmm.
another case where a woman is actually going through it.
Ooh,
So overall, in most courts they're gonna take the woman's side because it's like us as specifically black men. It's like you're already guilty by being black. That's strike one, and strike
yep,
two is you being a man. One more strike and you good, you gone.
yep.
So I need to make sure it's like everybody deserves a fair trial. Everybody deserves a fair trial, and I need to make sure that you're actually telling the truth.
And I
And
think
yeah,
and I think evidence is probably the most important part of this whole situation. The thing is, he say she say does not do anything for anybody. You see what I mean? If you don't have evidence and you're making a claim on something, look, the thing about it is Jonathan Majors could have very well did everything that this woman said he did. And no one is saying that you don't have the right to say what you want to say. but you still have to back up what you say. You see? And that's why I believe that you should literally have anonymity. Everybody in the situation should have anonymity. It should be a closed court hearings and court cases. Like, it should be a closed trial. Nobody should be put in the public's eye like that. You see what I mean? The thing is, when you put that man out there like that, I don't care if he did it or not, he's always going to be put in that boat. That's why I will never ever want to be accused of R word or any type of abuse to a child, because if I get acquitted, guess what's going to happen? I'm still the guy that got accused of that, Joe.
Because it's like, what they'll look at you like, why was you in that position in the first place for them to accuse you of that thing? And now they're gonna be looking at you sideways, like, oh, can I really trust this guy? Because why would this person accuse them of, like you said, the R word or any type of anything? So it's like, all you're going to be known by is that thing that you did.
Right.
Prime example, even though he already did it, I know this is an ongoing, like, well, not ongoing, it's like a repetitive topic. I mean, it's constantly talked about, like, with Will Smith. Like, all Will Smith is going to be known as the slap. No Oscars. Everything got looked over. Questlove won his first Oscar. Nobody talking about that. It was always that slap. That Oscars of 22? Was it 22? Yeah, it's only going to be known by that slap. So it's like, you got to walk on like thin ice, especially with him being the actor that he is. It's like, this man is practically on top. Like, he did Creed 3. He's the main villain. Like, that's a big thing, being the main villain in the MCU. Like, now he got the Marvel fans. He got his fan base, the women, or whoever. Everybody like looking at him like, yo, did you actually did what you did? And like we said, everybody deserves fair trial. Just because on TV they look good doesn't necessarily mean, you know what I'm saying, they're innocent. But based off of what they were saying, what the woman was saying, like accusing him of what he did, it was they talked about I think it was an article. They said that somebody recorded it.
Before we get to that, I do have that statement from his lawyers, because his lawyers are saying, like I said in the title, lawyer said he's 100% innocent. So I'm going to play that real quick, let the people hear that. I'm sure you guys probably already heard it, but you ain't hear it on the Black Non-Democrat channel. Let's go. Let me see. Bam.
Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. This evidence includes video footage from the vehicle where this episode took place, witness testimony from the driver and others who both saw and heard the episode, and most importantly, 2 written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. All the evidence proves that Mr. Majors is entirely innocent and did not assault her whatsoever. Unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis, for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday. The NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. We expect these charges to be dropped soon.
The crazy thing about it is, bro, and I know a lot of people are probably about to get mad at me on this, but if I hold women accountable, and that's basically what we do on this channel, we hold women accountable. You know, we don't bash women, we don't call women out their name, but we do let them know that, okay, shorty, you know, you're talking about all of these baby daddies leaving you, but you chose these baby daddies to lay down with. It's your body, your choice. It's your body. It's your choice. At the end of the day, I have to, you know, I gotta blame Jonathan Majors on this, man, because at the end of the day, they said at the end of that thing that she's mentally unstable. She's mentally fucking unstable. At the end of the day, man, look, bro, you are not individually worth billions of dollars, but everything you are connected to right now is worth billions of dollars. So at the end of the day, you are worth billions of dollars, and you need to know how to walk out this motherfucker at this point in time. You ain't new to this, player. I've been watching this man since Lovecraft Country on HBO, which I wish they would have just kept going. God damn, why they want to do that? Why they want to do that? But at the end of the day, man, it's one of them things, bro, where you gotta don't put yourself in that position. Men, let this be an example. And on top of that, I hope Jonathan Majors understand that this is a learning lesson if he gets through this. What do you got to say about that, Joe?
Hey, bro, it's crazy because where he's at in his career now, it's going to be a lot of unstable women being thrown at him. And they're going to try to, in any way, they can manipulate them. They can do whatever they want because at the end of the day, they're going to be like, oh, the world is in my favor. The court is in my favor. You can't do nothing about it. And the fact that she put this man through this and other men throughout all their careers, like football players, basketball, actors, whatever, singers, men could get accused of whatever and not have nothing to do with that. They could be like in another country and a woman could say like, oh, he hit me. And the evidence clearly shown like, okay, this man was clearly in London at 2 a.m. and you got admitted in the hospital at 5 a.m. So how can he make it from London to New York in 3 hours? What's that? London to New York like at 12 a.m. or 2, whatever, 3 to hit you and for you to make it to the hospital at that time. So
let me get back to London real quick.
Right, let me get one quick little tap and I'm gone. I gotta make this movie. This movie for me. You know, the time change too. It's a little jet lag in there, like a little. And it's crazy, man, because it's like it's sad that brothers, they go through this, and whenever we speak on topics like this, it's always that one person in the comment that say, "Well, what about us? What about us?" I'm like, the topic at hand is based on what this man is going through, and we'll get on that topic later about what you want to talk about. But it's just the fact that men do go through this on a day-to-day basis, and we really got to be careful on how we walk. So when you were saying like you could blame him on this, it's like I could say, yeah, it's based on your choice on who you pick or who you choose to be with, but at the same time, sometimes you may never know who you end up with. They could come off chill and then
I'm trying to tell you, bro. As a celebrity, let me tell you, you gotta think about this, bro. You got women that they meet at the club that come over to their house and they gotta sign NDAs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even got to know you to protect me. Like, as that's why I brought up, all of the things that he's connected to. Now, before Lovecraft Country, I think I seen this nigga before. You know what I'm saying? But that was like when I really seen him. So I think between Lovecraft Country and Creed, he should have understood that
the assignment.
You a thing out here, baby.
Because like
you something out here in this Hollywood streets.
Because I ain't know because I know the first time I ever seen him it was Five Bloods with Chadwick Boseman. I don't know if that was before or after Lovecraft, but
Chadwick,
yes sir. So at that moment I was like, he's pretty dope. And then and Lovecraft was like really that moment where it was like you said, it's like his blowout moment. And like from there to Creed, and then the fact that this man has the whole MCU on his back as the main villain, and he killed Kang Roll, like he killed it, bro.
I ain't even look.
It's dangerous, brother. Like this man Kevin Feige right now is up there upstairs having a meeting, figuring out what should we do, what's going on, because Marvel, they don't have no problem with letting somebody go and switching the script. And the fact that, so all my Marvel fans out there, people that don't know whatever, like the Marvel universe now is based on the multiverse, variants and whatnot. They could easily rewrite the story with ease, just like that. Because they could replace
he's a variant.
He's a variant. They could
they already showed all of the millions of variants. They already showed the thing. I know Marvel like, fuck, why we do that arena scene? Like
right.
you
They
just can't
like
change all of the variants right now, bro.
they looking like, all right, where's Tim's story at? We need him to direct and produce real quick. They like, what? But nah, bro, what's crazy? You got the Loki show, right? If
Mhm,
anybody watched the Loki show, Loki is like time traveling with the TVA. Like they
mhm.
could easily go back to the time period when Kane went back in time to get himself through whatever, like to make sure he beat the Avengers because he time travels. They could kill him off, switch him with another actor
And you know what they
because,
gonna do? They
but
gonna
bruh,
they gonna make them
bruh,
white.
bruh. No, the fuck. You know what's the wild thing is? He's actually white in the comic
Yeah,
books,
they
and
gave they
he's
gave us a solid with that one, man.
right, and he's played by I want to say Reed Richards' son. I think it was Reed Richards' son.
Well, Reed Richards is a descendant of Kane or
Oh, right,
Kane.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. He's a descendant of him. So,
And don't think I'm just a comic book freak. I just be listening to these YouTube channels.
hey, look, we know enough to survive. So, but like the thing was crazy though, bro. It's like it's so many possibilities on where this situation to go. Like based on
And
what's going on.
that's
Like,
what we don't want. And like my man Red Pill Revelator said, as black men, we have to
mhm.
operate much differently than everyone else,
mm,
especially the
mm,
male celebrities.
bruh,
Your awareness has to be up 1,000%. Literally, bro. And
truth,
it's
man.
fucked up that we gotta be like that. But let's let's talk about Bill Cosby. Let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
even put R. Kelly in there. I don't even fuck with R. Kelly, but
Mm,
it's a lot of things that when a black man is
mm-hmm.
literally, magnified, the magnifying glass is over him, everything else comes out the woodwork. Like you speak about Ezra Miller. I've been watching this little motherfucker just do shit after shit after shit after shit, and then them like the motherfuckers keep on calling him them they and shit. I'm like, no, it's his ass. Stop saying that them they shit. And the only reason they saying him them they shit is because he is a part of this LGBT shit that don't make no goddamn fucking sense. Talking about call me them they. Man, shut the fuck up and go do goddamn Flash, nigga. What is you
Bro,
talking about, bro?
who
And
is
he out
that?
here beating bitches. He out here beating women. And I mean, come on,
Mm,
man.
mm-mm.
He breaking in houses, stealing liquor and shit, and he still get the fucking beat motherfucking Flash with no problem, no issue, Joe. That's what the fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't mean to go on a rant like that, y'all, but god damn.
But
But
bruh,
this nigga
this
alleged, and Shorty done recanted her shit. So after next week or in a couple of days, charges gonna get dropped. And now what? Now everybody that been talking shit about this man, some dude done came the fuck out talking about yeah, he's been an aggressive person in Hollywood for a number of years. Now shut the fuck up. You ain't say that shit. You ain't say none of that shit when this nigga was up. But now he's down. Now you want to say all
uh-huh.
this shit about him
They
at
kick
Yale and all of this. Come on,
kick
bro.
a man when he down. Bruh, they literally like this world is like
Bullshit.
they trying to knock down the crown of a black man to make room for the evil agenda that's at hand. Cause like, bruh, it's clear. It's like, why is it? It feels like, why does a black man have to be targeted? Like any little thing he do, he could sneeze. They be like, oh, this man got COVID. He's the creator of COVID. I'm like,
It's
what does
because
that got to do with
they
anything,
don't care about black men, bruh. The
bruh?
thing
And
is,
right,
we got all these women out here that's blaming black men for getting them pregnant.
and
Motherfucker, that is your pussy.
and
It's
bruh,
your pussy. It's
and
yours. Like,
and bruh.
hey, remember on my favorite movie, Troy? My man Achilles was about to go to war, and he's prep talking his men on the boat, and he like, yeah, beyond those shores, beyond those shores is immortality, men. Take it. It's
It's
yours.
yours. What?
It's your pussy, young. Why are you tripping about this nigga? You allowed that nigga to come in you. With Chris Rock say, women, stop letting broke dicks come in you. Like, come on.
Hey, bruh, and
They
then
want to blame black men. And look, check it. it is proven that most black women have babies with Pookie and Ray Rays that are like 10 to 15% of the population of black men. At the end of the day, bro, you about to have a baby, but you never had a baby before, right? You was a part of, and still is because your baby not here yet, but you are a part of 51% of black men who have no children, my man. So how is it our fault when half of us don't have children?
And bro, that analogy.
The fuck?
So I remember that time me and you was talking, and it's like you put it down perfectly when you said like, would you allow someone to come in your house and wreck stuff?
Thank you.
Yo,
because
you gotta.
I go to somebody and say, man,
listen.
Remember when Rick James fuck your couch, nigga? The reason, look.
Whose fault was that?
Thank you.
Who invited Rick James over here to step on your couch with muddy shoes? I'm like,
now, I'm not even saying that you're a bad person because you got pregnant by a Poogie or Ray Ray. Shit happens, shorty. See, they just don't want to take accountability for that. See, you gotta in Alcohol Anonymous, you gotta admit that you have a problem. They don't want to admit they got a fucking problem, bruh. Damn. Hold up. I got a motherfucker super chat here. My man hit me with $10. That's what's up. And I think he was feeling that rant. He said, fuck that. I gotta throw something on it.
Yeah, they put 10 on that real quick. He said that's some real stuff.
Red Pill Revelators say, as far as I'm concerned, Ezra Miller's role as the Flash was a major mistake. I refuse to get behind a flamboyant ass Flash. As one say him, her, they them. Get the fuck out of here. I won't do it. He said I won't do it. Look, me personally, I didn't even know all of that about Flash or Ezra Miller. When they first announced him back in 2017, 2016, I was like, all right, cool. But after I heard all this shit, and thanks, my man, Red Pill, the thing is, you guys got to understand that these actors are getting hired on some, bruh, it is that these studios like put a lot of stock behind. Look, remember when Robert Downey Jr. got cast as fucking Iron Man. Remember that, right? A lot of people was like, man, what are you doing?
They said you hiring
a crackhead. He's a crackhead, man.
Robert Downey Jr.
He was a crackhead.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. At that time, I love
that guy. I love his work.
He dope. But during that time, it's like I wasn't too aware of his past mistakes at my age. First, I ain't know. Hey, look, I know.
Look, I'm gonna tell you that's equivalent to today. You about to laugh like shit. That's equivalent to hiring Bobby Brown.
Oh, bro.
That's equivalent to hiring Bobby Brown as the next Black Panther. That was where it was with my man. So at the end of the day, they took a risk on him, man. They took a risk on my man, and
bro, that's a big risk, man.
Because look, could have went left. Bro.
I feel like honestly that was a gamble, like because they didn't know where the MCU was going. Because they figured like, all right, let's do Iron Man, see where this go. It wasn't like they had this whole, they had this whole 10, 15 year plan of like phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. They was like, all right, it's on him. This dude that used to do drugs, he was once a dope actor, killed the joint, and then they came out with the Incredible Hulk, and that joint was like whatever. So they kept on going. But anyway, like with this whole situation, I'm like, with Ezra Miller, it's like I feel like they're scared to cut him off because he is part of the LGBT community, and they don't want to disappoint them. But when it comes,
and they always
check this. Now you good. When it comes to a black man being put in a situation like this, they ain't got no problem because it's like you don't have nobody to back up the black man.
Fuck you talking about?
Bruh, everybody,
a black man. See, if it was a black woman,
bro, everybody's gonna back. Everybody's gonna There's no one to say, you know what, we're gonna stand behind this brother. There's nobody. We don't have a group like LGBT, Black Lives Matter, the Brothers Association.
Hold on. A man said Bobby Brown could have been War Machine.
Hey yo, what?
A red pill on a red pill today.
Hey, my man Red is on it, man.
Today.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't see Bobby Brown, suiting up next to Robert Downey. And it's funny because they like
prerogative.
Oh, loud with the machine, like prerogative.
Oh my God.
Hey yo, that was too funny, man.
That was funny as
Hey,
shit.
look, he put Bobby Brown over Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard. Like, you could tell this.
Remember Terrence Howard was like,
oh man,
next time, baby. Nah, you ain't never get to get it.
No, bro. He called it too soon. Somebody even said that they was like, look, they said if Jonathan Majors get cut, they said they could always bring back Terrence Howard, but he gonna ask for even more pay. I'm gonna need that more pay, man, because y'all ain't paid me since Iron Man.
I ain't out here hitting bitches. I ain't out here hitting bitches at all. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. I wasn't doing nothing. I just asked, it was Iron Man,
He said, man, I was on Empire, man. I ain't doing
nothing. They
didn't
man. Fuck him over because, like I said, they had hired Robert Downey Jr., but Terrence Howard was coming off of that hustle and flow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
He was the man, and he got paid more than Robert Downey. And then second, and he got locked in for multiple movies. You feel me? So the second movie came around. Hey, bro, we're gonna lower your pay a little bit. Robert Downey Jr. a little bit more money. He like, player, I done signed for 3 movies, bro.
I'm good for 2 more films. What are y'all saying?
I'm good for 2 more films. What are you doing? So I do get it, but you know what? I would have just went on and taken it. I would have just went on and taken it. And at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about today on the channel, man. We're talking about this Jonathan Majors situation where he took a role. He took the role of Cain, the conqueror, and he's literally going to be the next guy in the MCU for probably the next 5 to 6 years. And he just got probably the worst thing that you could put a black man through. That just happened to him this weekend. I know he's been having a hell of a fucking weekend, but my man say black men are always and will be considered a threat to the system. Wow, man. Black women aren't. The thing is, Viola Davis can make a movie lying like shit about a tribe that literally enslaved black people, and she get praised. Don't nobody talk about that shit.
Nah, I get looked over, man.
Like the homie tribe was the most evil fucking tribe of bitches ever. Like for real. Like they and if you trip about me calling them bitches, they were bitches because they killed babies, man. They sold as slaves to Europeans. But Viola Davis get to lie on shit. Like, I see if you embellish the truth a little bit. That's what movies do. But when you just straight up change everything, Joe, like fuck that. We're just gonna not make them eat. That's like making a Hitler movie today where he was some Gandhi type motherfucker. Somebody's like gonna be like, oh, that was not Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, even with like the Jeffrey Dahmer story, like they tried to put him in the light, but we felt sorry for him. They like, they said
that nigga was eating ass.
They said he only ate an arm and a leg. I'm like, bro, this ain't Popeyes. Like this ain't a 4-piece meal. He only had a 4-piece meal. And then it's like the scene where the dude was like, he was like, you know what? He said, your God forgives you, but mine don't. It was like something like that, but he was like, this is what I'm here to do. Like, you ready for it? they try to put this look on his face to make us feel like, oh, he got. And people literally were online. They was like, oh my goodness, like I felt so bad for Jeff. I'm like, you knew all these dudes he was eating. This dude was having a buffet in that raggedy apartment.
He was
And
having a butt fay.
and, oh man. And DC Dash was over there like, I was smelling something. I don't like that. He said, eat the sandwich at him, man. Like, I was like, yo, that is crazy because it's like, it's sad because it's like I look every day at myself sometimes, and it's like I gotta be strong as a black man because ain't nobody else gonna look at me. Like I'm a believer in, Jesus Christ and God, and I know that He's guiding me through each and every day. And I can't depend on anybody else to look after me, but I have to like really do be that strong, and even emotionally, because it's like we really don't have nobody to back us up. We don't have no group, but the only thing that we do have is each other. If this brotherhood builds up, it's like brothers. We have an understanding of what we going through. Look, if you need to talk, if you need anything, I got you. Because it's like we pretty much all we got. Because the world is turned against us.
And that's why I would give it to all of the brothers that are content creators, man. I've been seeing over the last couple of days since this situation that we look. Check it. If Baby from Cash Money got accused of beating a chick, I wouldn't make a video about it saying, let's think logical about this. Nah, is it? That's believable. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like if Gucci Mane got, Gucci Mane beat his wife. Now, if he did it or not, I still won't. I don't think a lot of men would just come out and some probably will. But at the end of the day, young, I said on my video on this, I said, look, I don't know what happened exactly. And like I said, these lawyers, they're going to make it seem as if it's all with the lawyer said. It could be something totally different though. You know what I mean? Look, it's two sides to every story, and then you have the truth. You feel me? So at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand that these accusations that come upon these men, a lot of people eyes are on this, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And this man has to defend himself based upon this. I will never want to be in that position. And for this man to be in that position, and a lot of our men are standing behind him, it's not because we think he's innocent or guilty. It's just logical, my brother. You got to think. I said on the video, I said, this man is worth billions, not individually, but he's worth billions connected to every little thing that he's doing. Logically, common sense and reason, I can't believe that wouldn't have me believe that this man did this to not only a woman, matter of fact, threefold, not only somebody, but a woman. Not only somebody and a woman, but somebody, a woman, and a white woman, bruh. As a black man with a big ass nose, at the end of the day, I cannot believe that this man would do this and sacrifice his whole shit. I don't believe
it don't add up. It don't add up. Cause like it could go both ways too. It could be like either he gets cut because of course him being a black man and don't have nobody to back him up, or they trying to look out for him because of what he's worth. Now, this man was like in his Five Bloods or Lovecraft era. Most likely he'd get cut because they cut Lovecraft off like it was nothing. But
you know why they cut Lovecraft? Because it was getting more popular than fucking Game of Thrones, bro. And they can't have a black ensemble cast be popular than Game of Thrones. Even though I love Game of Thrones. Now I ain't going to Game of Thrones. Please do not cancel
We're
me.
talking
I love
logic.
Game of Thrones.
This is what it is.
I'm just looking at it. You don't cancel Game of Thrones. I love House of Dragons. I'm trying to be there for. I want that new show. Snow. I love you, Game of Thrones. But they knew that shit was getting popular, Brian. They can't. And shout out to my man. What's his name? Omar from The Wire, that passed away. He played in Love.
Oh yeah.
Daddy. And I watched the clip the other day. And he was like, and Jonathan Majors was like, "Oh, you are F word." I can't say it. You are F word.
Oh.
He was like, "I'm still your goddamn daddy." And I feel him. Don't call me no F word, bro. Like, I'm your motherfucking father, nigga. I don't care if I'm fucking 8 men. I'm still your daddy. Like,
he said, "I've raised you."
You see how he tag off the shirt? He was like, "I'm still your goddamn daddy." I was like, "Oh my god,
yeah." He was offended by that. He was like, "So they gonna call me that? I'm not your mama.
I will fuck you up. I don't care if I'm gay. I don't care if you call me sucking a dick."
He said, "I'm gonna show you how strong I am."
Like that, dog.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna flex on you real quick.
What the fuck?
He Hulk Hogan that moment.
He said it, he was like, "It's true." You are F word. And he was like, "I will whoop your motherfucking ass." What you talking about? I'm still your goddamn daddy.
He said, "Besides that, I'm your father still." That was, man.
But that right there is what I'm talking about. Black men in movies, TV, commercials, everything. Like, you ever notice they're trying to push the jungle fever type shit. You know what I mean? The interracial shit. Every commercial now has an interracial couple. But do you notice it's always a black woman with a white man?
I mean, that's more favorite.
You see what I'm saying? It's more favorite because it's more. And it's a woman out here that did a whole book called The Swirl Movement. It's a book. And it was on a bestsellers list. It was on a bestsellers list. You want to know why I was on the bestsellers list? Because black women was buying this shit because they fiend for white men. You know this, bro. You know white women wasn't buying the Swirl book.
So they like, "Go ahead and get your white man." You stand by.
You know what's the first? You know what's the first? Do you know what's the first step or the first rule that you have to do? It's because she got steps in there on how to get you a white man. Get rid of the black girl attitude. See, we ask to get rid of the black girl attitude all the time. They tell us, "Shut the fuck up. You can't handle me," right? But white man say, "Look, Kanisha, not gonna bring you over my parents' house. You acting all ratchet now." Kanisha turned into a motherfucking straight up Becky. "All right, Jim, cool."
Because they figure, like, some of them figure they have something to lose if they do, like, keep the attitude, like. And it's like, they say, "Oh, I got this white man." They say, "Oh, he got everything together and everything in order. His family's rich." It's like, I don't want to lose that. So let me knock down this black girl attitude, whatever. But with the brothers, it's like, man, you a dime a dozen. Like, I ain't messing with you. You broke. You stupid. You'll not do this.
Black women don't respect black men.
And bro, it's like,
don't respect black men, bro.
And it's like not just like we said, not all of them, but it's some. But when I look on Instagram,
well, we don't play that shit over there.
Hey, look,
they looking at you. Yeah, they look, bro. Hit dogs holler. Don't sit up there and be all, nah, fuck that.
Hey, look, on Instagram, when I see couples, it's like a warm embrace towards a white man. Like, with the black woman, it's like, it's soft. It's like, "Hey, how you doing?" But with the brothers, it's like kind of like, And it's like,
bruh. What up, bruh? Bruh.
I'm your hoe, man. Your husband, your son, fiance.
We probably going off topic, but we're not, because he was with a white woman. At the end of the day, look, I don't condone. Look, as far as our race go, I do want our race to prosper, right? But that's not like I have 3 daughters, right? I do want my daughters to continue the black race, right? But I don't put that before her happiness. I don't put that before her meeting a man that will actually be there for her. So if she meets someone like my oldest daughter, she has a high school sweetheart that she's still with. They're both in college doing the damn thing, but he's Hispanic. I don't have no issue with that because that man takes care of my daughter emotionally and everything. So that's what she's happy with that man. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up here and get mad at her for picking that guy over a black dude because that's not where it was. You see, the priority for me is my daughter's happiness.
That's what it's about, man. It's like as long as y'all taking care of one another, it's like we're not tripping on who you date or whatever, but it's like you got to make sure that, like you said, it's all a choice, all in who you choose to be with. Like if you meet somebody in a club, you're going to bring that club in a relationship.
Ooh,
if you meet somebody in
a again, dog. I like that. I might have to steal that. I might have to make that a damn title. I'm sorry, bro. You done fucked it up. You fucked up the game with that one. Say that again. Oh my God.
I said
up here learning logic. I love that. I love it, boy. Say that shit again.
Now, I said you meet.
You choppy right now. See, the internet don't even want him to repeat it, y'all. The internet don't even, the powers that be don't even want him to repeat what he said. But I'll repeat it. He said,
yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, like it's like so I know you can hear me, but it was like
I hear you now.
When you make a choice, it's like it's based on like also like you know what I'm saying, the environment, the culture, all that, like all that plays a part in a relationship. Like you figure like you're going to the hood or a strip club or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, I could turn a stripper into a housewife, but it's like you gotta choose wisely, bro. Like things are what they are, and it's like that's just what it is. Like when the brothers out here, when they choose like women from different race, especially like white women, it's like you gotta prepare for that. You gotta prepare what's to come because it's like you're already a target. They're gonna keep their eyes on you, like regardless. Like when you walking with them down the street, because a black woman being with a white man, it gets praised, but a black man with a white woman, it's like, oh, y'all in it because that's a what's the word? It's a fantasy. It's like always wanted one of these, always wanted to try one of these, but and it's not glorified. It's not even like, wow, look at that beautiful couple. It's like, look at that brother with that white girl. And it's sad, like that's just the truth. Like that's just the world that we live in. People don't want to see it, but that's just what it is. So
a lot of these women out here shitted on this man, Jonathan Majors, because he had a white girlfriend. They on Black Twitter. You go over to Black Twitter, you'll see all of them black women. But check it. Just like your man Michael B. Jordan a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
What happened with him? What happened with him? Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't choose him. They called him corny. And I guarantee, because just a couple of weeks ago, they was calling Jonathan Majors, all the black women was calling him a fucking F word. You see what I'm saying? They was questioning that man's sexuality based upon some artistic pictures he took. You see what I mean? Oh, but he get a white woman. Now, I'm not saying that that's why he got the white woman. I'm not saying, and look, her actions does not constitute the relationship because it could have well have been another black woman, just like Brian Banks. Brian Banks had to do 5 years in prison because this black girl had basically lied on him. So it ain't got nothing to do with race, with what she did. But at the end of the day, a lot of people I guarantee black women curried the shit out of Jonathan Majors before he had a deal.
Mm. Cause I seen them old pictures of him and Michael B. Jordan together. Somebody was like, they look like nerds, they look goofy.
Yep.
And it's like we always look goofy and nerdy. But as soon as we get buffed up, winning awards and stuff, just like, you know what I'm saying, how Michael B. Jordan approached that lady, he did that joint with class. Because first of all, he's like, look, I'm not about to put my career on the line because of some chick in my past called me corny.
Right.
She called me corny, and that boosted my confidence up to do better for myself.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm making the choice to choose who I want to be with. I definitely don't want to be with you because I'm not trying to be with no female that's not going to, you know what I'm saying, uplift me or push me to do better, but want to degrade me. And with Michael B. Jordan, when at the time he was dating like a white girl or whatever, it was like, oh, that's what he's into. That's what he's like. He was one of them. And then he dated Steve Harvey's daughter. And then it became like, oh, get your black queen, get your, you know, y'all look good together. I'm like, why you can't congratulate this man when he with the woman that he want to be with? Why Jonathan Majors can't be with the woman that he want to be with? Right. Unfortunately, he ended up with a woman that was crazy, deranged, like, and just want to put his career and his life on the line. Now, that's what it's going to look like for him. It's like, now, is he going to be the main villain for MCU? Because MCU is looking like we could lose a lot of money. But at the same time, if they let him go, they could lose a lot of black audiences too.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
So they in between, like, you know, what they want to do with them. Like, and like we said, this is the multiverse saga. So they could flip the script.
I know a lot of Marvel executives are literally in the room,
bruh,
in some office space right now, literally like, all right, if he's innocent, we're going to do this. We're going to just keep on going. We're going to put out a statement. You know, glad that you got exonerated. But if this nigga is guilty, call Damson Idris. Is he because Snowfall is over, right? This last season, okay. And I want him to be the Black Panther, bro. I swear, I want Damson Idris to be the fucking Idris Damson, whatever the nigga name is. Franklin goddamn Saint from Snowfall.
Oh, you talking about Snowfall, my fault.
Yes, yeah. I need him to be Black Panther. I want that guy to be the new Black. I can just see it. I see it.
This the multiverse, man. Like you said, they can do.
And that's the thing. I want him to either be the new Black Panther, be the son. Just let him be the son because they just gonna do whatever they did was going to do with Chadwick. They just gonna put it on the son, or he could be the new Kang. I mean, if look, remember when Brady was his name? Nigga was on Dave Chappelle's show. And he was like, do something, Brady gotta strangle a bitch or hit a bitch.
Like Wayne Brady.
Now, you know, if he did do this to this woman, hey, at the end of the day, bro, you fucked up your career. Bye.
I'm like, that's right. That's what you did. It's like, it's making it easier for Marvel now because they like, look, you did like two. What he did? Like, he did a show. He did like one episode in the show, and he did one movie. Like, it's like, it's not too late, but we need to make sure we move forward with this and make sure we good. Because, bro, it's not like Marvel is doing any better than what they did in the first couple of phases of the movie. Like, they was making bills like that. This one is kind of sinking, so they like we at a point where
these phases Marvel is losing its touch.
Bro, they could literally get rid of Jonathan Majors and revamp everything and start from scratch and be good because they already scrapped all these shows, so they're good at this point. They like, look, you only like one episode in the show, one movie, you got all these variants, but we just erase you like that and replace you with somebody else and act like it ain't never happened. They did the same thing with Terrence Howard and 2-3 Shades Dark Black, Don Cheadle. Like, when you noticed, like, I was like, it's funny how they switch characters. I'm like, you ain't even put this man in the same shade range. Like,
but they addressed it though. Remember, he walked into the courtroom, was like, "Yeah, I'm here. What are you gonna do about it?"
Yo, this man Terrence Howard was sitting in his house looking like, man, you ain't had to do that, man. Bruh,
Hey,
like,
Terrence Howard did it too. I mean, they did fuck him over, but like I said, I would have just went on and ate that because he would
yeah,
have literally been in the
because
money
it's
right now,
and plus he probably like
and he wouldn't have to did
Terrence
that goddamn show
and Terrence
Empire.
Terrence was probably like, I need to, you know what I'm saying, make this money. I don't know where this is going to go. Like with this whole like Marvel thing is going. So
Mhm.
if he knew it was going to be bigger than what it was, pretty sure he would have kept it. He would have kept going because he knew later on he would have made more. But
I think
he
he
knew
already admitted that. I think he admitted that.
yeah, because he knows his worth. Like I mean, I don't blame him. Like he was doing his thing, like you said, hustle and flow. He had a couple of movies and he was building himself up. But I I get where Terrence Howard coming from. I'm like, so that's what's in the contract, abide by the contract. They broke it and whatever, and it's like it's messed up. But like we said, this is the new multiverse saga. They could bring that man back if they want to. They could do whatever they want, bro. Possibilities are
Yeah, I
endless.
mean, Terrence Howard could be the well, no, because he's not the variant because this is the same universe. They just switched the motherfuckers. They
Right,
just switched the
right,
actors. I see if they, nah, he can't, because Terrence Howard was in this universe.
right, right. It's like everybody was in this like the same thing. So
And
it's
then
like,
they didn't even get a light skinned nigga. They got the darkest nigga
bruh,
ever.
they couldn't even get Michael Ealy or who else? What's the dude named Brian? The dude that was on Stump the Yard, the one that was
Yeah,
deaf.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, even like Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm like, they couldn't even get him. They got the most,
Cooper, he got his own fucking problems.
bruh. That's like my man from dang, what's the actor? He's like a activist or something. He's always in movies and stuff. But let's just say Michael Ealy. Let's say Michael Ealy was in a movie, and then they did a sequel and they put Wesley Snipes to play him. Like, yeah, here I am. I'm like, bro, this man ain't nowhere near close to the. I'm like, what?
Oh man.
I'm like, it's crazy, but yeah, it's.
Look,
I mean,
check this out,
yeah,
folks. We're gonna get up out of here. The thing is, man, I just wanted to, do a live on this because I done put out 3 goddamn videos because there's updates every fucking 5 hours on this shit. And I'm probably gonna move away from this until they have a definitive outcome. Which I think because the lawyer said it's an actual statement recanting her statement. So therefore, if that is true, charges will be dropped as soon as probably tomorrow, bro. For real. I mean, and it's unfortunate that this black man had to go through this. And I know he's been, that's some stressful shit, man. It's
it's a lot, man.
your whole life is in limbo. And I've been in that position before. You know what I'm saying? When shit was in limbo for me, bro. You
Like,
remember? And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know,
Like,
dog.
hold on now.
Hold up.
Wait. And bro,
Hey, to the
I want
niggas
to
that
say,
be holding it down.
and I want to say real quick, like with him, it's like you said, even if he win the case, he still didn't win.
Yes, because he's gonna always, this shit gonna always be there, yeah. Like Will Smith
Bruh,
with the slap. Every time I see Will Smith now,
it's a slap.
I think of the slap. Did you see Marlon Wayne's show?
I saw a clip.
Bruh.
I saw a clip.
Nah, you gotta watch this whole, bruh. He's a genius. Hey, Marlon Wayne's. I'm sorry, bruh. Marlon Wayne's is the new Kevin Hart. If people look at this show, that show was funny as shit. I mean, bruh, I'm pray go look at that show today. Look at that show, that comedy special, bruh. Marlon
I gotta
Wayne,
check that out.
and it's fun. It's fucking crazy that this man is 50. This nigga
Bruh,
don't look 30.
nowhere near, man.
Yeah, he did the damn thing on this fucking special. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, and the way he and on some Dave Chappelle level shit, bruh. Brilliance of breaking it down. I mean, breaking jokes down and timing and context. What he does with the slap, dog, he revolved it around his whole show, his whole special. And to do that, the way he did it was on some Dave Chappelle level type genius.
Right, that's crazy.
Damn, this nigga. That go watch that fucking show today, bruh. You will.
I'm watching that joint now, man.
Bro, I'm gonna cut this part out because I want people to literally go and Marlon Wayans is funny, young. He is. I guarantee if he gets a shot, he can be the next Kevin Hart, young. Like Kevin, remember when Kevin Hart had his, come up and
rising, he was killing it.
Like when Cat Williams fucked his whole shit up, man. That nigga came. Hey, I'm funny. Hey, you guys, I'm funny.
I'm funny. Let me say
Cat Williams fucked the shit up. But I'm trying to tell you, young, Marlon Wayans is my favorite comedian right now.
Yeah.
But shout out to all of the people who came through today. I know, a lot of my subscribers are at work right now, but that's why Joe can't get on camera because he at work too. I got a job though, y'all. But at the end of the day, Jonathan Majors, I hope he pulls through, and I hope this is just a glitch in this man's career. But if he really did it, like I told you guys on the last video I did, my mother got her ass whooped for 12 years straight by a bitch ass nigga. And if you do put your hands on a woman like forcefully like that, you deserve everything you get. But if he didn't do it, which I hope he did not do this. Right. I know everybody's face when they got on their phone was like, I hope this nigga didn't do this shit.
Hey, it was messed up. They probably like, man, who gonna play Kane? I'm like, out of all things, bro, this is serious. This is mad light. Yeah, like with Chadwick, I was like, bro, this my man Chadwick, man. They's like, with Black Panther, I'm like, nah, bro. And it's like with Jonathan, it's like, what I'm saying? We want to make sure, look. At the end of the day, Stone Cold Steve Austin said you can turn chicken shit into chicken salad, baby. At the end of the day, it's always a way to angle. It's always an angle, bruh. The man could come out like this. Yeah.
I know the last couple of days has been hard on a lot of people in America, but I want to let you guys know that, I am exonerated of all charges. They did drop the charges, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to, donate a lot of money to women's battered women cause. And I'm going to champion for this for the rest of my life. I'm standing with Tanika. I'm standing with...
He said Tanika. He said, I'll stand by you. But man, I'm trying to tell you, like,
I'm done. I'm retarded.
I'm just saying, man, I'm just like, it hurts me though, man. Like when you wake up as a black man.
Let me ask you this. If she does have mental condition, does that give her a pass in your eyes?
Honestly, it's like honestly though, I say don't BS the system. Like I feel like nobody should get a pass, but because first of all, it's like you put this man in a position to where he could lose his career and possibly his life for something that
Ooh.
you falsely accuse them of.
Mm.
And what a lot of people do when they go to court, they like to claim insanity so they can get out of that situation. Like, you got mass shooters out here, they trying to put them in a he saw Batman, he saw the Joker, and that made him just want to kill people. I'm like, nah, bro. It's like, don't put this man's life and his career on the line because now you want to say, oh, I'm mentally unstable. It's like, people that falsely accuse people, they need to get charged for that.
Yep.
If you don't have no evidence or anything backed up, the court should be like, you know what, we gotta give you time and the fine, because now this man got to live with the accusations that you know what I'm saying, that you threw at him. Just like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp got put in a position. We've talking about men in period. Like Johnny Depp.
That's a great example, bro.
Johnny Depp is in a position to where this girl came at him with like a hurricane, and of course he came out on top. But now everybody's like, oh, we want Johnny back. We knew he was innocent, and they stood by him. And that's why I love Johnny Depp. That's my dude. But Jonathan Majors, at the end of the day, he's black. If he gets out of this, people gonna want to hire him. They want to put him in shows.
My man Red Pill said something very interesting, and that's a good question that he just posed right there. He said, but wouldn't that be a somewhat admission of guilt if Jonathan Majors did come out and, you know, advocate for battered women? I don't think it would, because what he'll be doing is denying what this woman said about him. But by the way, since I'm in this area right here, and the reason why he will be doing this is to shift the thought process of when we see him. It's basically creating your own narrative now. So, like I said, I can get acquitted of R word, but I will always be the guy who got accused of R word. But how about I just insert myself into the cause of R word? Now, people, when they look at me, if I go hard at it, people will look at me, and that's what they would think. They would not think of me getting accused of it no more. They'll now have to think of me as being an advocate for it. Does that sound logical, Red Pill? Let me know.
I want to throw something on that real quick. You made a good point. Like, because I think my whole thing is like, whether if he's guilty or innocent, what's to become of him as a black man after? Because it's a lot of actors out there, you know, white producers, whatever. It's like they're guilty, but they able to still get something out of that. Like, they able to still get work, whatever. Everybody's like, well, you know, stuff happens in life, but if he's guilty, they're gonna pull the plug. This whatever. Like, they won't give him a chance to redeem himself. Now, if he's innocent, his name is stained. Like, he's always gonna be known as the man that strangled and hit a white woman, not a woman, not a man hitting a woman, a black man hitting a woman, and that's a double strike right there off the third strike. So it's us based off of like how he's being treated. Period. Like, if he's guilty, it's like, you know what? If you're guilty, you're guilty. Like, do your time, pay your fine, whatever. But if he's innocent, it's like, okay, let this be a lesson to show that there are a lot of black men out here who are falsely accused, or a lot of black men who do crimes, but they get double, triple the time.
And my man Red Pill say, but some people wouldn't buy it. Yeah, you absolutely fucking right.
Yeah, true.
You absolutely right. He said can't please everybody. Anyway, that's cool. But I'm Marvel is hiring me to be Kane the fucking Conqueror. And goddamn it, I gotta make it.
Hey,
bro, look, that's a family fucking company. Bro. Like, at the end of the day, I get exactly what you're saying, and I'm all with it. Fuck it. Look, if I'm a regular motherfucker, fuck y'all. Fuck that shit. I'm with it, bitch. You won't say it to my face. You know what I'm saying? Look, but I am literally the property of Marvel Studios right now.
Man. And look, that's like you work for a big
Shout
company.
out Red Pill Revelator, man.
Hey, look, that's like you working for a big company and somebody's behind you on the seniority list. They like, well, I'm sorry you got fired, but at least I moved up.
Right.
It's messed up. It's messed up. It's like, look, bro.
They call you and be like, bro, I heard what happened, yeah. Damn, yeah. But the next pick, I got your post.
I got you. They say, I got your possession. Now I'm a senior VP. I mean, I'm not saying I appreciate you, but I'm just saying I'm just thankful that things happen the way they happen because now I can, buy that new car. But it's like that in this world, man. It's like with him, I feel like he can come out on top. Like he does have a strong following, and the and the thing is, bro, this is the crazy thing too. So Will Smith, I understand Will Smith is like one of Hollywood's top actors, but the fact that he slapped another black man, it's like the narrative changed. Things kind of changed for him because it's like you got people that's calling him a B, you a punk, you this and that. You got other people like, well, I understand, it's Will Smith. I want him back in the movies. I want to hire him. But Jonathan Majors being with that white woman, it's like that's a complete change right there. Like that's just totally something different. Me Too movements, LGBT, everybody coming like nobody got nothing to do with that. But
I want to kill two birds, one stone with this live right here. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna restart it because I do want to talk about I want to talk about the Will Smith slap. Did you see the Chris Rock special?
Bro, I did. I did.
Now, if you didn't see it, I wouldn't restart this live, but bro, you said you seen it, right?
Amazing, man. It was.
I want to talk about that, but I got to do it from the standpoint because of the algorithm and my channel and what I talk about. I want to do it from the standpoint of Jada Pinkett. I got to do it from that standpoint. But we can talk about what we want to talk about. I just got to address it. Well, because that's where all this shit stem from anyway. Her dumb ass. Anyway, so yeah, and I literally said I wanted to do a live on that, based upon her actions because her actions put into place all of this, and I want to talk about that a little bit. You get off at what time?
So I'm working till 11 tonight.
Okay, so you're at the same place?
No, I got switched.
Where you going? Where you going after that?
Going in the city downtown. Busy.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could definitely. I got my headphones and I could still talk.
Okay. What time you get off for this shift? At what?
2:45.
2:45?
Yeah.
We gonna restart this. We only need about 30-40 minutes.
We got time.
Yeah, we got time. So I'm gonna restart this, and we're gonna come right back because I really have to talk about this. This is a definite. And I'll like to hear your thoughts on it as well. But until then, people, I hope Jonathan Majors do get exonerated from this of all charges. I hope charges get dropped. I hope he learned his lesson. Do not. She gonna be calling this nigga. She gonna be calling you, bro. Don't pick up that fucking phone. Change your number. Don't fuck this bitch. Fuck her, man.
Don't pick up the phone.
Do not pick up the phone, bro. Like I know it's probably some good shit that he fucking with it, but don't do it. You a sex symbol out here. Like, you get any jokes you want. You call up Kim Kardashian. No, don't call up Kim. Don't call up Kim Kardashian. Don't do that. Fuck around, be smoking crack like like Lamar Odom. This nigga started smoking crack after the NBA. Like what?
It's stressful.
Man, I ain't gonna go to crack. God damn. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming to the channel today, and we're gonna be right back up here with the Will Smith slap, aka Jada Pinkett. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay unplugged from false narratives. We out.